But when the Knicks went on that 9-0 run, that 9-0 run brought some life back into them. I started to notice a shift. I noticed a transition. I felt the energy come back in the arena in Madison. Madison started getting a little louder. They were still down 14 points, though. They were still down 14 points. Over here choking like them calves be choking. Boy. Brr.
Reggie Miller giving the choke sign.
Nah, welcome back to another episode. Let's talk about it. Actually, really, this not even an episode. This is something new I'm trying out right quick. So these little segments are called quick takes. So what we're going to do is, after I watch a game, I'm going to record it. We're going to talk about it because somebody has to. And then we're just going to, comment, subscribe while you at it. Hit the notification button so you know when I pop up, you'll get that notification. But we're going to talk about this game tonight. Jalen popped the trunk Brunson. That's that man name tonight. Jalen popped the trunk Brunson. Did y'all watch the game? That game was crazy. Overtime, just like the Spurs and the Thunder. I like what I'm seeing from both sides, from the East to the West. You know, these overtime games are like promising. You feel me? The best man won, you know. With all these overtimes in game one, I hope this is a good sign that we're going to get a good series from the East to the West. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to it. I like what I saw from both sides. But as far as in the Cavs and the Knicks tonight, yeah, like I said, Pop the Trunk Brunson came to play tonight. You know, they started off pretty slow in the beginning. We weren't sure which way this was going to go. And Brunson, he came alive a little bit towards the end of the first quarter. Mikal Bridges did make something happen too in that late last 3 minutes of the run of the first quarter. So they start showing a little life. So 5 minutes in the second quarter, you got 7 turnovers from the Cavs, and you got four turnovers from the Knicks. You know, so I feel like both sides, of course, was kind of like turning the ball over more than they actually wanted to. And then next thing you know, Cavs, they start taking off. They start playing some good basketball. Couldn't nobody stop Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a wonderful player, man. He's amazing. He walk a little funny to me, you know what I'm saying? And that one video that he got out there that, I don't know, it was some stance that he was doing. I don't know. Y'all might have seen the video, but it's all over. Y'all got to see this video, man. Every time I see him do that, every time I watch that video, it just make me crack up. I laugh every time. But besides that, he played a hell of a game, man. Like, when he get to dribbling, getting to the basket, man, it's like his agility. Like, he just shake you out your shoes, your socks and your shoes. Man, shit crazy, but wonderful player.
Off the backboard.
I have no idea.
Backboard.
Okay.
They had Madison Square Garden kind of quiet. Like, it sapped all the energy out of them with nobody talking. Sound like a library in there. It was quiet. Like, damn. At some point, I was just like, yo, the fans got to yell out defense or something. Like, it was just too quiet in there. I felt like the fans was giving up at some point. I mean, the fans looked hurt. The fans looked worried. I'm telling you, it's like, I seen tears coming down some eyes. Nah, you know, I'm bullshitting. But for real though, yeah, it wasn't looking too good. Cavs had the mouth duct tape, had the Knicks on hush. But when the Knicks went on that 9-0 run, that 9-0 run brought some life back into them. I started to notice a shift. I noticed a transition. I felt the energy come back in the arena in Madison. Madison started getting a little louder. They were still down 14 points though. They were still down 14 points, but it's the closest that they've been since the, let's say, first quarter. In the first quarter, all through the second, all through the third. All this happened in the fourth quarter. And guess who came out to play? Guess who had to put the team on the back around that 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter? I mean, he been coming out to play before that, but this when he really started getting hot. Like, he wasn't missing nothing. Pop the trunk Brunson. Pop the trunk Brunson. Like that first quarter, it was like more like, okay, we getting our ass whooped. All right, I got something for y'all. Let me go to the trunk. Went to the trunk, came back, going off, airing it out. Bucket, laid up. Break. Now, he got fouled a few times. Now, the refs kind of missed a few of them fouls. That's how I feel, it's my opinion. But it's all good. Wasn't going to hold that mule down. And then, you're looking, Donovan Mitchell been doing this thing. But then at the same time, we looking for James Harden like, James, where you at, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where you at, dog? Where your beard at, dog? Where your beard? Come here. Can't find him. He got a history of doing this fourth quarter playoffs and everything. He be acting funny. Be acting real funny. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch him.
I'm not a system player. I am a system. You know what I mean? So,
in the fourth quarter when he had shot that three in the air ball and he just seemed off. You know what I'm saying? He took it to the basket a few times, but he just wasn't playing his game. We used to seeing James Harden go off. He's an offensive machine, but it wasn't happening for some reason. But maybe we don't. Maybe we do know the reason. I mean, Brunson was in his bag. Went on an 18-1 run. Mobley did what he could. He banged the three just to put a little dent in the he put a little dent in the 18-1 run, with 3 minutes left to go on the clock. Now, Mikal, he came to play, man. He had a solid game. It wasn't nothing spectacular, but it was spectacular enough to come through when Brunson was doing some serious work. So he banged some threes, most definitely. He banged some threes. He banged a few threes, a few important threes, pivotal threes. Let's go ahead and take a look at that paperwork, though. That paperwork always going to tell it. James Harden, 42 minutes, the most minutes on the team. 15 points out of 42 minutes. 5 for 16 from the field. 1 for 8 from the three-point line. Let's say that. 6 turnovers, the most on the team. Had the most minutes and had the most turnovers with 6 turnovers.
I'm not a system player. I am a system. You know what I mean? So
now, I ain't going to sit up here and say he was the only one turning the ball over. Both teams turned the ball over enough. You know what I'm saying? We had 21 turnovers from the Cavs, and we had 19 turnovers from the Knicks. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Can't never find James Harden when you need him. But it's only game 1. Like I said, you ain't trying to drag him through the mud, nothing like that. Shout out to all the Cavs fans out there. Shout out to all the Knicks fans. Leave a comment, you know what I'm saying? Let me know how y'all feel about that game. What you think about it? Donovan Mitchell, 41 minutes, 29 points, 12 for 23 from the field, 4 for 11 from the three-point line. That's kind of crazy. And 4 turnovers. With that being said, Mitchell had a good game, but I felt like he got kind of ghost in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? James Harden, wasn't making it happen. I felt like Donovan Mitchell needed to have the ball in his hand more than he did in the fourth, in those last minutes, in those last seconds, because Donovan Mitchell, he's the one that came to play. He's the one that's hot. Give it to your star. I mean, I'm not saying James Harden not a star. He's a superstar. Well, I don't know. That's in debate. I mean, at this rate, the rate he gonna be just a star. Damn, because he about to get his superstar status stripped, taken, confiscated. Yeah, so Donovan Mitchell, the whole team just couldn't do it, couldn't get it done towards the end. Pop the trunk had 46 minutes, 38 points, damn near 40, 15 for 20. 15 for 29 from the field, 1 and 6 from the three-point line. So Brunson put the team on his back. I mean, this ain't nothing new. We seen this happen before. He put the team on his back. He did what he did. He do what he do, and I guarantee he gonna keep doing it. I feel like Cat could have had a better game, just like James Harden. Cat had 13 points and some lousy rebounds. We all expecting James Harden to show up, but it's just game 1. I doubt James Harden gonna have the same game again. The Cavs are pretty good with bouncing back, So let's see how they come with that second game for game 2. It'd be nice for the Cavs to steal one in New York, for their sake. But the better team won tonight. Knicks didn't let that happen. They stayed strong. They stood 10 toes down, and great game, great game. I couldn't wait to get here and do this and spill this stuff out like that. But Knicks dominated in the paint too with 60 points. I believe that's where most of their points came in. Brunson had a lot to do with that, I believe. I'll say that. Not just him though, but Knicks dominated in the paint with 60 points compared to Cavs 38 points in the paint. So 38 and 60, that's a good chunk of a difference. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the game. If you didn't watch the game, catch it some way, somehow, or just watch the highlights. Yeah, but the Cavs got something to think about. They choked tonight. It is what it is. It's game 1. Shake that off. Come back out swinging. Come back out with that bounce back. Well, all right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. That's why it's called a quick take, not a long take. So I'm get up out of here. But y'all have a good night. Y'all hold it down. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on the platform, social media platforms. And I greatly appreciate y'all love and support. All right. Peace.